Hello everyone, welcome to Genius channel. So today we will discuss the chapter applications of derivatives. We'll do some previous year questions from applications of derivatives. Okay, so see the first question. How many tangents are parallel to x-axis for the curve y is equal to x square minus 4x plus 3? How many tangents are parallel to x-axis for the curve y is equal to x square minus 4x plus 3? Okay, so let's see how to do. So first of all you have to see what they are asking about. They are asking about tangents. So how can we find the tangent of this curve? Tangent of this curve is given by dy by dx. So tangent of the curve is given by dy by dx. So take the derivative of this function. Derivative of x square is 2x minus derivative of 4x is 4 plus derivative of 3 is 0. So tangent equation of tangent to the curve we got as dy by dx is equal to 2x minus 4. Now what they are telling, this tangent is parallel to x-axis. This tangent is parallel to x-axis. Tangent is parallel to x-axis. So we know that slope of the x-axis is 0. So the slope of the tangent is given by dy by dx is equal to 2x minus 4. Okay, so if we get a curve like this, slope of the tangent to this curve is given by slope of the tangent. Okay, slope of the tangent to the curve is given by dy by dx and it is given as 2x minus 4. Okay, so we know that what is the slope of x-axis? Slope of x-axis is 0. So since this tangent is parallel to x-axis, its slope is also 0. So what you will get? 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So 2 into x minus 2 equal to 0. This implies x minus 2 equal to 0. X minus 2 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2. So how many tangents are parallel to x-axis for the curve y is equal to x square minus 4x plus 3? What is the answer? Answer is option A, that is only one tangent, because we got x equal to 2. So x equal to 2 means it is the equation of tangent, isn't it? So for the given curve only one tangent is possible. Okay, so only one tangent is possible, that is x is equal to 2. So the answer is option A. The maximum value of function f of x is equal to x cube plus 2x square minus 4x plus 6 exists at. So this is one of the question usually asked in the Indian exam from applications of differentiation. So they are asking maximum value of function. So what is the first step you have to do? First step you have to do is find f dash of x. That means derivative. So what is the derivative? 3x square plus 4x minus 4. 3x square plus 4x minus 4. This is the derivative, isn't it? Now next step you have to do is, for whether they are asking maximum or minimum, anyhow you have to do f dash of x is equal to 0. That means in this case 3x square plus 4x minus 4 equal to 0. Okay, now we have to solve for x. So how to solve this for x? We can solve this using any method, but here I am taking middle term splitting. So multiplying you have to get 12, or subtracting or adding you have to get 4. So the numbers are 6 and 2, isn't it? So 3x square plus 6x minus 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So take 3x common, x plus 2 minus here if you take common x plus 2 equal to 0. Now 3x minus 2 equal to 0, x plus 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 by 3, x is equal to minus 2. See the steps, what all things we are doing. First we are doing f dash of x. They are asking maximum. Exist at what point maximum is existing. So first we did what? First we have to do f dash of x. Then next we have to equate f dash of x to 0. Then solve for x. So here x, I got two values. So from the option I am having minus 2, 1, 2, minus 1. So I am going for minus 2. I am going for minus 2. So what I will do is next step. So first step is f dash of x. Next step is f dash of x equal to 0. Third step is f double dash of x. You have to find f double dash of x. What is the meaning of f double dash of x? That means you have to take again derivative of this. Take again derivative of the f dash of x. So it will be 6x plus 4. 6x plus 4. So answer would be 6x plus 4. Okay. So now we are going to check for minus 2. So 6 into minus 2 plus 4. So f double dash of x at x is equal to minus 2. So what you will get? You will get the answer as minus 12 plus 4, that is minus 8, which is less than 0. Minus 8 less than 0. So if you get f double dash of x negative, what we can write? It is there exists a maxima. There exists a maxima. Understood? So what all things you have to check? You have to first find f dash of x, then equate f double dash of x to 0, then find the values of x, then find f double dash x, then put the value of x. Then if you are getting a negative value or value less than 0, we can write there exists a maxima. And the maxima exists at x is equal to minus 2. So when you put minus 2, you are getting this maxima. So the maxima exists at minus 2. So what is the option? The correct option is x is equal to minus 2. Correct answer is x is equal to minus 2. Minimum value of function f of x equal to x square minus 4x exists at. So our last question was maximum value, isn't it? So this question is minimum value. So where does the minimum value exist? They have given the options also. So what is the first step you have to follow? First of all, you have to find f dash of x. What is f dash of x? 2x minus 4, isn't it? F dash of x is 2x minus 4. X square derivative is 2x minus 4x derivative is minus 4. Now next step is f dash of x equal to 0. So that implies 2x minus 4 equal to 0. F dash of x is equal to 0. Okay, that means 2x minus 4 equal to 0. So that implies 2 into x minus 2 is equal to 0. So you'll get x minus 2 is equal to 0. That is x is equal to positive 2. Now we have to do what next step? Next step is we have to do f double dash of x. So what is f double dash of x? Take again derivative of this f dash of x. So you will get 2. So 2 is greater than 0. So if f double dash of x is greater than 0, then we can write there exists a minima. There exists a minimum value on minima. So, and that minimum is occurring at x is equal to 2. So the answer is x is equal to 2. Option C. So whenever they are asking maxima and minima, the step you have to follow is first find f dash of x, then equate f dash of x to 0, then find f double dash of x, check whether it is maxima or minima, then that value you have to select. Okay. Consider the function x square minus 1 by x square plus 1, where x element of R, at which point f of x attain minimum value. So they are asking about minimum value. So what is the first step you have to do? You have to do f dash of x. So here it is a numerator by denominator. So we have to apply quotient rule. That is denominator into derivative of the numerator minus numerator into derivative of the denominator by denominator square. So it is, you'll get 2x cube plus 2x minus 2x cube plus 2x by x square plus 1 the whole square. So it is 4x by x square plus 1 the whole square. So this is the first step we will do. Now next step is putting f dash of x equal to 0. So that implies 4x by x square plus 1 the whole square equal to 0. Now find the value of x. So 4x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0. So from this what you understood, there exists only a single point, that is x equal to 0. Now what is the next step that we usually do? So whenever you get a 0, you can directly write this is the point of minima. So if you get a point 0, this will be point of minima. So if you want, you can again take the derivative, but if you get a point x is equal to 0, you can directly write that it will be a minima. Okay, so minima value is, or where does the minimum exist? Minimum exists at x is equal to 0. So the answer is x is equal to 0, option B. The function f of x is equal to x cube minus 3x plus 6 is an increasing function for which of the given intervals? That is the question. So the function f of x is an increasing function. The question is, we have to check where this function is increasing, in which interval the function is increasing. So how can we do that? So listen here. For that, first of all, we have to find f dash of x. So the answer would be 3x square minus 6x. So that is the f dash of x. Now what we will do is, just I am taking 3x common, so this will be x minus 2. Now for this function to be increasing, so we are asking in which interval this is increasing. So increasing means f dash of x should be greater than 0. F dash of x should be greater than 0. That means 3x into x minus 2 should be greater than 0. That implies 3x greater than 0 or x minus 2 greater than 0. So we get two values for x. So if I equate that to 0, I'll get x is equal to 0 and 0 and x is equal to 2. So for the time being, for finding out the interval, I am just equating 3x equal to 0. So I'll get x equal to 0. X minus 2 equal to 0. So I'll get x is equal to 2. Now the thing is, we have to find in what interval this is increasing. In which interval it is increasing? So for that, just see what are the intervals given, 0 to 2. So take one number in between this. Suppose I am taking 1. So put here 3 into 1 into 1 minus 2. So 3 into minus 1. That means answer will go negative. So this is not the answer. This is not the. So x is equal to 0, x equal to 2. Now we have four answers given. So first one we have already checked. So when we put 1, this condition is not satisfied. Now before going for B, I am going to check C. Or if you want, you can go for B, but already we have checked a number less than 2. So go for C. Check a number which is greater than 2. Check a number which is greater than 2. So 3. Suppose I am putting 3 into 3 into 3 minus 2. So I am getting a value greater than 0, isn't it? 3 into 3, 9. Then 9 into 1, 9 greater than 0. Now check value less than 0. Check one value less than 0. Suppose I am checking for minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 into minus 1 minus 2. So it will be minus 3 into minus 3. So I am getting a positive value. So my correct answer is this interval. So whenever you get a question like this, first find out f dash of x, put it greater than 0. Now if you get two values, it should be greater than 0 if it is increasing. So find out the values. Now check the interval. In which interval the function f dash of x is greater than 0. So for this particular question, it is increasing at x greater than 0 and x less than 0. For all value of x, it will not be increasing. Why? Because we have already found out like it is not increasing in the interval 0 to 2. Understood? So the correct answer is x greater than 0 or x less than 0. That means this is a number line. 0 is here, 2 is here. So this will be in this part, x greater than 0, 2 or x less than 0. So in these two intervals, the function is increasing. The question is, radius of circle is uniformly increasing at the rate of 3 centimeter per second. What is the rate of increase in area when the radius is 10? So this can be solved in a single step or in 2 steps. So they have given radius is increasing at 3 centimeter per second. So dr by dt is given as 3. So it is increasing. So positive 3. dr by dt is positive 3. Now what is rate of increase in area? So this is a circle, right? So area of the circle is given by pi r square. So we have to find out d by dt of pi r square. d by dt of pi r square. d by dt of pi r square. So just find out that pi is a constant. D, what is the derivative of r square? 2r into dr by dt. So that is 2 pi r into dr by dt. We have 3. Okay, now already they have given in the question radius is 10. So 2 pi into 10 into 3. So the answer is 60 pi. Answer is 60 pi. So 60 pi centimeter square per second. 60 pi centimeter square per second. 60 pi centimeter square per second. the curve y is equal to x e raised to x has minimum value equal to. So what is the first step? Minimum value, isn't it? So first step is you will do f dash of x, or here it is dy by dx. So here it is given y, so dy by dx. That is, we will apply product rule. First function into derivative of the second function plus second function into derivative of the first function. So x e raised to x plus e raised to x. So this is the first step. Next step, what is the next step? F dash of x equal to 0. So that implies x e raised to x plus e raised to x equal to 0. So e raised to x, if I take common, x plus 1 equal to 0. Isn't it? So this implies that e raised to x can never become 0, isn't it? It is not equal to 0. So remaining what we have is x plus 1 equal to 0. So that implies x is equal to minus 1. That implies x is equal to minus 1. X is equal to minus 1. Now what is the next step that we will do? When they are asking maxima or minima, next step would be you will be finding f double dash x, isn't it? You will be finding f double dash x. So I am going to find f double dash x. So what is f double dash x? F double dash x. So take the derivative of f dash of x. So f double dash of x means again take the derivative. So first function into integral of the second function plus second function into integral of the first function plus again one more e raised to x is there. Derivative is e raised to x itself. So answer is x e raised to x plus e raised to 2 e raised to x. So now what is the next step? Next step will be, we'll be putting the minus 1. The minus 1 we got here, that will be putting here. So that is f double dash of x at x is equal to minus 1. So that is x is minus 1. Minus 1 e raised to a, e raised to minus 1 plus 2 e raised to minus 1. So what is the answer? That is 1 e raised to minus 1. 1 e raised to minus 1, that is 1 by e. Now we know that 1 by e is greater than 0, always greater than 0. 1 by e is greater than 0. They are asking about minimum value. So greater than 0. So we understood that there exists minimum value at x is equal to minus 1. Function has minimum value at x is equal to minus 1. But they are not asking the point of minimum value. They are asking what is the minimum value. They are not asking the where does minimum value exist. They are asking what is the minimum value. So to take the function, what is the function? Y is equal to x e raised to x. So here put x equal to minus 1. Minus 1 e raised to minus 1. So that is minus 1 by e. So the answer is minus 1 by e. So minimum value is minus 1 by e, and that exists at x is equal to minus 1. They are asking minimum value. So minimum value is minus 1 by e. Option A. Answer is option A. So as we always do, for finding minimum value or maximum value, you will first find out f dash of x, then equate f dash of x equal to 0, then find the values of x, then to check f double dash of x to check whether it is maximum or minimum, then put the value in the function to get the minimum value.